Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Let me bring you up here on my phone so I can see comments. Okay, here we go. Now we're live. We got a couple people watching. Icy's on board already this morning. Good morning, Icy. How are you? So, I don't know if you guys noticed it or not last night, but I did, and a few other people did on Facebook. But there was some crazy things happening in the skies last night. I want to chalk them up to being satellites. I don't remember really noticing satellites like that ever. But man, that was weird. That was really weird. I counted at least 40 to 50. I know there's thousands of satellites up there. I know there's lots of, but it was just one of them kind of flashed at me, which I thought was really weird. And I thought that was kind of strange. And I just found the whole thing weird and strange and kind of confusing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a conspiracy theory or anything like that, but I do believe in extraterrestrial life. It's just too implausible to not believe in it. We can't be that arrogant to think we're the only creatures and the only planet that actually has life in an infinite vast space. There's no way. There's got to be something out there. Whether we found it yet or not, and well, that's a whole nother story. But these satellites, man, they had to be satellites, and I'm going to go with satellites just because it makes me sleep better. But they were coming in just one right after the other, and in perfect same speed, same distance in between the lights. They were just like perfect. And I saw a few things on a few other people posted on there that they were a meteor shower. I've seen meteor showers. They come in sporadic and recklessly. And no, these weren't no meteor shower. I mean, there might have been one or two meteor, falling stars or, asteroid, whatever you want to call them. But no, it just seemed like, and they were traveling from west to east. And I just thought it was kind of strange. Well, how y'all doing? Good morning, Susan. How are you? Lisa, thank you for watching. Good morning. Icy, yes. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. One lockdown day at a time. Here we are, day 27. Probably not anywhere near ready to come out of this thing yet. So, wow, what are we going to do? We're going to come out of this a different society. We're not coming out of this like we were. We're not coming out of this thing with the way things were. You're not going to concerts. People are going to be a long time before people want to get into a room with 150,000 people. I think everything's going to change. I think you're going to start seeing sporting events with just no fans in the stands, which is going to be really weird. It's going to change our society in a lot of ways. Some for the good, some for the different. How's that? I'm not going to say the word, some for the good and some for the better, and some for the worst, because I don't know how we can get worse. Being essential and non-essential is going to play into how you look at your job. Are you an essential worker? Well, essential workers in these kind of scenarios are going to be expected to be keep working and take risk. And I think with risk should come reward. I think that people should weigh that risk, and and we have the whole self-employed freelance people like me. I'm self-employed, technically self-employed. I pay my own taxes. I get paid straight. They don't take taxes out of my check. I have to pay a healthy sum to the IRS every year. And I think you're going to see a lot of changes on how employment is done. Our employment system and healthcare system has some serious flaws, and I think they need to be addressed, and this is the time to address them. But we'll see. Hey, Robert, how you doing, buddy? Um's watching a little bit. Yeah, I hope you're still there. Here's a wave for you. Well, I don't got a lot to talk about this morning. I'm kind of just, I don't know. I'm having one of those mornings where it's hard to focus. I overslept, stayed up too late, overslept. That's another thing. My clock is changing, and I don't like that. I don't like the fact that I'm not getting up at 5 a.m., 5:30-ish like I used to. I'm not going to bed at 9:30 like I used to, but I'm not getting up and I'm not heading out the office at 8 o'clock like I used to. And it's just, it's kind of messing with my clock a little bit, and that's hurting. Hey, Hunt, how you doing, buddy? Mom, my mother's watching. Hi, Mom. So it's just, it's hard for me to just justify any type of normalcy right at the moment in any way. And when you start changing your habits and your habit starts to change, it's really hard to get them back. And so I'm going to start preaching, and I'm going to try to practice what I preach, is try to maintain your original habits, even though I don't. So, I mean, I get up. So when I get on at 8 o'clock, I get on the computer like I used to and start doing my social media and my marketing. And now I'm doing with you guys. And when I get off the computer, I post this thing to YouTube, and I do my normal thing, that I would normally do. Wish everybody happy birthday, and deal with LinkedIn, and deal with Pinterest, and deal with all the social media stuff that I have to deal with, and today in history and that kind of thing. And but those things I do so that's about the only normalcy I really have. And then after that, it's like, well, what can I do around the house? What can I get fixed? What needs to be done? I'm still remodeling the bathroom, which is a slow process because I do a little bit, and that's got to, you know what it is. All right, hon, take care, buddy. Love you. Stay safe. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. There's the Cameron's on, so I've got a few people watching. So give me a thumbs up if everybody's kind of okay and understands what's going on and ready to move to phase one. So Trump outlined his phase one yesterday, and it's pretty ambiguous, I think, and personally. I think that it meets some of the criteria. I think the Governor Newsom's criteria is a little bit better, but we definitely need testing. Let's get some testing going on, and then we can really talk about sending some people back and some, opening things up. I think really, unfortunately, the restaurant industry is going to be the last thing to come back because that's where most people gather, the bars. And, we're fighting on our real estate side to help consumers because, our job is to help consumers buy and purchase property and consult with them. And right now we're very limited. We have a really pent-up demand for consumers who want to buy and sell. Hey, Kevin, how's it going, buddy? Dan, how's the taxi business? And we're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of I'm getting a lot of leads from HomeLight and just on my website and everything is because consumers want to see a property and they call their agent and their agent says, no, I can't show it to you right now. Well, they don't wait. They don't take that as okay, well, I got to wait. And they take it as, I want to see something now. And they start calling other agents. And they start hitting those, do you need an agent buttons on Zillow and all those, those third-party websites. And when I got to tell them, I'm sorry, I can't show it to you right now. I mean, I can send you information, but that's what every agent is telling them. So they're not taking the no as pandemic, no. And it's getting frustrating. For me, it's getting frustrating because they need to be able to, just take a chill pill and understand it's not business as usual for us or anybody. So, yeah. Hey, Dan, how's it going, buddy? I just need to just slow down and understand that yes, I understand, okay, having a housing need is one thing. Having to put a shelter over your head is one thing. But right now, it's shelter in place. So where you're at, stay there until this is over with. And unfortunately, we have all this free time. See, that's one thing I've noticed about real estate is in the winter months, and this is all because of the internet. In the winter months, the people like to get online and look at property because they have nothing else to do. It's cold. They can't go outside, play with their toys. They can't go camping. During the summer, used to be during the summer was an agent's, 20 years ago, an agent's busiest time was summertime, spring and summer. Because if you needed an agent, if you wanted to buy or sell your property, you had to come find an agent like me. You didn't have a choice. You had to pick up the phone or stop at one of the offices and come walk in and say, I need to sell my house. That was your only option. Nowadays, people could just go on their cell phones and start scrolling and their tablets and their PCs and look at all the property they want. That was our value 20 years ago as an agents were because we had the information. We don't have the information. Only value we have now is the fact that we can consult and negotiate and understand and walk you through the process, which is what we did before. But the value is we had the information you needed. Now, so consumers now have gone to, with the whole thing of you're not being able to focus longer than 7 seconds. Our time, our brains now, we can't focus on anything longer than 7 seconds. 20, 30 years ago, it was like 3 or 4 minutes that we were able to focus on stuff. Now it's 7 seconds, and we don't even read. Most consumers don't even read more than 10 words of whatever the paragraph is on your. When we do public remarks, we have to sell that property in the first 10 words because people don't read any more than that. Some people do. Don't get me wrong. Some people do. But most, I would say 80% of the consumers today do not read more than 10 of the first 10 words. That's a problem with our society. That we know, and this is going to teach us to calm down, slow down, and understand our environment and what's going on around us. But that being said, hey, I'm going to get down off my soapbox. It's one thing to understand and it's one thing to preach about it, but it's one thing to just let it go. And that's kind of what I need to do. Just kind of let it go. Thank you for the like, Icy. Yeah, it's way too soon, Susan, to open anything up. Let's see what else we got here going on. Mr. Dan Siaka is out there. Dan Canaday. Yes, good morning, buddy. Hope you make some money today. Stay safe. He's an essential. He's driving a taxi. Susan's having her coffee with me. Yeah, I see they banned all. And then you're going to see more of that. That's going to come. And So yeah, hey, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. It's fun, been a lot of fun. It's been fun and it's been real, but it hasn't been real fun. How about that one? Okay, so here you go. Elbow bump. Live long and prosper. Stay home. Stay healthy. Stay safe. I love you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.